And if you think I couldn't hear you, keep calling. I promise, baby, I'ma come around soon. My love's not far away, so keep calling. Meet me at the bottom, I'll be waiting on you. That's all I really want, yeah. All I really want, yeah. So if you're really the one, yeah, then you reach no matter what, yeah. No matter how far it seems I've gone, reach for me, baby, baby. Baby, if you want me, let me see them open arms. Reach for me, baby, baby. And if you think I can't see your vision of giving you my heart and run away with you. Oh, I promise I'm not ignoring, I'm listening. I'll tell you when I'm ready, we can head for the moon. That's all I want. That's all I really want, yeah. So if you're really the one, yeah, then you reach no matter what, yeah. No matter how far it seems I've gone, reach for me, baby, baby, baby. Receive them open arms, open arms, reach for me, baby, baby. You ain't gotta wait long. I'll be there before you do it. Come on and reach for me, yeah. And if you think I can hear, keep calling. Calling my heart. Oh, yeah. No matter how far it seems reach for me, baby, baby, let me see them open arms. Oh, baby, reach for me, baby. Oh, no matter how far it seems reach for me, baby, reach for me. Hey, baby, reach for me. See them open, see them open arms. Reach for me, baby.
I grew up in a family where my mother worked 3 jobs to help support us. I didn't finish college, so I didn't have a degree, so I caught myself waiting tables to provide for my family. So I decided.
Well, we're in the house. We're live. That was my ladies in vogue. Reach for me. Reach for me, Terry. Reach for me. We are live. Just had a little something to say. Don't know what you're doing. Today is Father's Day. In the name of my ancestors, peace forever and always, and welcome to another edition of what I call the Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. I'm the mighty one, Angel Snub 7, the mighty, mighty one. I'm the host of this program. It's called the Reality's Temple on Earth. I am also your soul brother, number one. This date is June the 16th, 2019. And all in this country, I don't know about around the world, but in this country, we're celebrating Father's Day. Father's Day. Why do we have to have a Father's Day? Well, let me say this. You see the title. You see the title. So it does not seem to be a very positive title. No, it's not. It's not a very positive title. In fact, if you are seeking some type of positivity and we have not earned it, then this is not the place to be. I'm not going to call you a god. I'm not going to call you a father. I'm not going to call you a warrior. I'm not going to call you a king. I'm not going to call you none of those things until you earn that. If you don't earn that, you're not going to get that credit here. So right off the bat, if you feel as though because you suffer from low self-esteem and you can't handle reality, then perhaps it is best that you go ahead and leave, because you're not going to get credit for what you did not earn. And you should not want credit for what you don't earn. You want to be able to earn whatever honor, whatever praise that is bestowed upon you. That's the way I feel about it. Don't call me a God. Don't call me a father. Don't call me none of these names unless I earn it. And don't call me something negative unless I earn it. It goes both ways. Don't call somebody out of their name and they did not earn that. Now, I just wanted to say some things very quickly that many of us will not like. Doesn't bother me because I can handle reality. I can handle real truth. I can handle things just the way they are. So the title that we have here, Black Men Are Slaves. A slave can't be a father. Of course, for many, they don't like the fact that you would say, what you mean black men are slaves? Understand what a slave is. Understand what you are. Physically, you have a certain amount of freedom. I would rather call it privilege, because you don't really have freedom, because a man, a father, controls his freedom and you don't. You don't control your freedom. Your freedom and you're controlled by another man. Hence, you really cannot be a father, because a father controls himself, his family, and his destiny, but your hands are in the hands of another man because you are still a slave. Your massa just gave you free range, like those chickens, free range chickens. The chicken has range of the farm. The chicken is not locked up, but the chicken is still on the farm. The chicken is still a domesticated animal, and that chicken will end up on somebody's plate. The chicken's eggs will be taken from the chicken because the chicken is unable to protect their eggs. The chicken is a tool by somebody else the way we are tools in this country because we're slaves. A slave is one whose life benefits his or her master. And this is what we see. Everything the so-called black man, this father, does in this country benefits others. Does not benefit. You get a little bit. Yeah, sure. You get a little bit. But in the grand scheme of things, everything you do benefits others. Your community benefits the Arabs. Your community benefits the Asians. Your community benefits Africans. Your community benefits almost everybody except you. But we have fathers. How would a father allow this to happen? And of course, we as a people, as long as we live in this nation, we benefit above all the racist Caucasian people of this nation, above all everybody else. You don't grow your own food. You barely make your own jobs. You really don't make jobs for yourself. You don't grow your food. You don't provide services for yourself. You don't do these things. But you're a father. A father is supposed to make sure his family is provided for. Father. So if you are a father and you want to get angry at me because I'm saying that the black man is a slave, then where are the things that I'm talking about? What do you provide? Do you protect your family, your women and your children? No. Anybody can do whatever they want to us. Father. A father is supposed to be a protector, a provider, going on 500 years. I see the YouTube videos and you talk about things, but again, in the grand scheme of things, the father is not a father. And see, you understand, we can understand that if we know that you are a slave and you're not a father. A slave cannot be a father. A slave depends on an outside source, an outside power to survive. A slave does. You are a father, and you allow your women to be called whores and bitches by other men in your own community. A whole rap genre was built upon. You sit back in the cut and allow other men to call your girls and your women, your wife and your grandmothers, hoes and bitches. And you allow this, but you are father from the truth. You're a damn slave. Because a man, a father, is not going to allow other men in the community, especially those on the outside, sit around and call his women whores, bitches, and other derogatory things. And then because you weak and you know that you can't protect nobody, you talk about, well, I'll protect this one here. I protect this girl over here, these women, these children. You ain't protecting no damn body because you're a slave. Show me these women that you protect. Kanisha don't deserve your protection because she's a thought. Latisha don't deserve your protection because she's a ratchet. So show me the good women, the good girls that you protect. You don't protect nothing. Oh, that's an excuse because you are a slave. You're not a father. Trayvon Martin's daddy, his sperm donor, he's not a father. There's no way you're going to sit back quiet and the sucker that murdered your son run free, having a good time. You're a father, father from the truth. Everybody disrespect you and laugh at you. You're a father. How can you be a father in this nation and you don't control nothing? When another man tell you to go fight for him and that man lynched you, castrated you, kill your sons and your children right now in 2019 and get away with it, and you just sit back in the cut. And then this same sucker that continues to oppress you, when he tells you to put on an army uniform, a Marine uniform, and go fight people you don't even know. There you go, but you're a father. And what do you get out the deal? Nothing. When you come home, you still got to fight racial discrimination, racial profiling, and all the housing discrimination and all the other stuff. But you're a father. You tolerate this, father. You make no laws or policy that nobody, not even jaywalking, not even jaywalking. Nobody obeys no law or policy that the father, this black man, you said that you're not a slave, but you make no law, no policy that no other man in this country obeys. But you're a father. Father of what? A slave cannot be a father. The only thing a slave can do is make babies, and another man takes care of them. And that's what you see. You don't take care of your children. You don't take care of your women and your children. Another man is taking care of you. The same thing that was going on when your ancestors was physical slaves. The master took care of everything. You don't worry. You don't worry about a thing. You don't worry about nothing because the white people gonna take care of everything. You pretend black power, black conscience, and talk about what you gonna do. You talk about what you gonna do. You've been talking about what you gonna do for a long, what you gonna do, what you can do, what we should do, but you don't do. Yeah, because you full of doo-doo. You full of Xavier. You don't do nothing. But you want to be treated as a father. I'm not going to call us no father. You're not acting like no father. You're not accepting, we're not as men accepting responsibility for being fathers. Your life and your destiny is in the hands of another man. Here we are living in this country, and you have to have people put a sign around their neck, talk about, I am a man. So in other words, if you don't put this sign around your neck saying, I am a man, nobody would even know. Because you are a slave. We are slaves. And a slave cannot be a father. It's simple as that. How can you be a father and you kill another man's son? A father. You know how it would feel if somebody murdered your son, especially when that boy looks like your son. And you have no problem with killing another man's son. Malcolm X was another man's son that looked like you, but he deserved to die. Why would a father, even though I'm biologically, even though I have no children biological children, I understand simply as an adult, to a certain point, I'm still a father. And I'm still responsible for the future generations, even though I biologically don't have children. So what do it look like if you're a father and claim to be father? You're going to gun down, shoot down, and murder another man's son. Father. But there are many so-called black men who are fathers who don't have no problem coming up with an excuse to kill another man's son or daughter. But you are a father. But you won't do the same thing to those men from the outside that will murder you and your son as well as them. You sit back in the cut and cry. But you're a father. A father is supposed to teach his son what is expected within that tribal group, within that society. But this father, these young boys are being raised up. I don't care if it's by single parent. I don't care if it's by two-parent household. These young men don't know, have no idea in society what is expected of them to do in this society. There is no manhood training course. What is expected of them? They have even lost their natural sense of being a male, because many of you have been raised on Similac milk, infant milk, cow's milk. So it's easy for you to call the woman a whore, a thought, and all these derogatory names that you made up because you don't have that connection to your mother. And if you don't have a connection to your mother, you definitely can't grow up to be a father. You should have your own. You have nothing. You depend on another man to survive. Somebody like Jay-Z, and you think that you're a father, you think that because you have a little job, because your slave master let you be a free-range hen, because you have a little something, something. Morning, Asada, how you doing? What's up, what's up? Just because your master let you have a, Jay-Z is not a father. P. Diddy is not a father. Bill Cosby is not a father. None of them, because Shaq is not a father, because you have a little money, because you have a little famous celebrity, because you ride around in a limousine. Even if you wear diamonds and gold, you're still not a father. Because without the white man, you wouldn't have none of it. You depend on another man to get you what you got, directly or indirectly. Fathers don't do that. Fathers get their own. And if a father, the only thing he can get is a little shack and grow some potatoes, he's satisfied with that until he can get what he wants with his own hands. He control his own destiny. Because if I can't get it, then I'll raise my son. My sons will get it by our hands, not by the white man's hand, not because of a Chinese, not because of an Indian or African or nobody, because I'm able to do it myself. Because I'm a father. Now, some of you may also say, well, things take time. Things take time. You don't have time to grow up and be a man. We don't have time to be a father. That's right, Corey. That's the problem. That's the problem. Black men was born in slavery. That's all that we know. We have no idea what being a father really is. We don't operate as fathers. We know how to make babies. Dogs know how to make babies. Squirrels know how to make babies. But we fail when it comes to the father department. You cannot be a father calling our women and viewing our women in the way that we do. How can you be a father? Because father know I can't exist and I can't operate without mother. If mother is a whore and a thought, then I am a whore and a thought. Whatever she is, that's what all of us are. And I hear people say this all the time. A person cannot rise higher than their people. So This is my people. So how are we as a man gonna rise higher than her? If she's a ratchet and a thought and a whore and all this stuff, what do that make us? It also shows our failure of not being a father. But again, it's all understandable. You understand when you know that black men are slaves. A slave cannot be a father. And we don't have all the time in the world to learn how to be men. We don't have all the time in the world to learn how to be fathers. Because in nature, if an animal does not grow, and learn in a certain period of time, then that animal ends up getting eaten up. Easy for predators. Woo! What did I say? Easy to get preyed upon. Who is the number one prey in this country? The black man and woman, the so-called Negro, the Kemetic, the Hebrew Israelite, the black Christian, whatever you want to call yourself. We are the number one prey. Everybody preys upon us, sucks our blood, because we don't have a father to protect us. That's the reason why. We don't have a God. We don't have a warrior. We don't have a king. We don't have that among us, because the black man in America, we are slaves. And a slave can't be a father. And we don't have all the time in the world to wait on this black Messiah, this special person to come out the sky. I don't know where they're coming from. You don't have time for that. You're gonna grow up or get ate up. And we have been eaten alive. We have been eaten alive going on for 500 years. You should be sick of it. I'm sick of it. That's why many of you might think, oh, he's so negative. He don't never bring. I don't have time to babyfy you. We have to grow up now. I don't have time to take your little hand. Come on, come on, come on. It's gonna be all right. Come on. And take your little hand and walk you. Nobody have time for that. You've had 500 years to grow up. How much longer do it take for us to grow up and learn how to be a man, how to learn to be a father? How long is it gonna take you? And control your own destiny. How long is it gonna take you? It's already been 500 years. What you need? Another 500 years? Because these religions and these ideologies, they babyfy you. Keep telling you that you're a god and you're a king and you're a queen. You ain't none of that stuff. And since you think you've arrived, since you think you're that already, you're nonchalant. Because I'm a god. No, you're not. You're not a god. You're not a king. You're a slave. And a slave cannot be a father. You want to feel good? The prostitution house or whatever is around the corner. The nudie bars around the corner. The liquor stores around the corner. They having church at Reverend Mudflap in a couple of minutes. You can go there. I can't do that here. I cannot babyfy grown ass supposed to be men. You want to be a man? You want to be called a man? Well, do it then. When we see you walk, when we see you talk, everybody gonna know that's who you are. You don't have to tell nobody, I'm a man. Put a sign around your neck talking about, I'm a man. We gonna know it. But right now, you gotta tell people, I'm grown. I'm a man. Because if you don't tell nobody, we wouldn't know. And you get angry at these women because they want you to be men. They're trying to tell you something is wrong. Y'all gotta straighten up. But the only thing you want to do is attack the sisters. Oh, the black women do this, and the black women need to be held accountable, and blah, 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 blah. Because you don't want to hold yourself accountable. You want to distract from yourself. Because you want to feel good pretending to be a man, pretending to be a father. How the hell are you going to be a father living with racists? With people that hung your father, castrated your father, torn felon your father, lynched your father, raped your mothers, all kinds of evil that they still do right now, and you're a father, so that you're not protecting your family. You're not protecting your community. All kinds of riffraff can come in our community. Even our own people, these gang members, can come in your community and shoot grandma on her porch. Grandma just trying to enjoy her home that she worked all her life on a slave-ass job. And here comes some young, stupid suckers fighting and kill grandma on her. And where's the fathers at? Where's the men at? We have none. So you gonna what you celebrating Father's Day for? I got all kinds of texts this morning. Happy Father's Day to me. I'm not a father. And you're not a father either. We have failed and continue to fail. Our women don't deserve that. Our boys and our little girls don't deserve that. Talking all this crap, black power, first black power, that don't mean that ain't nothing but a bunch of talk. Ain't nobody is impressed by that. Unity is the key, but you bastards don't want to unify. You want to make excuses. Fathers know how to unify because fathers know that there's power in numbers. You can't get nothing done in these little splinter groups. You can't get nothing done. That's a fact. And that's why people see that you're fragmented, that you're divided all up and messed up. That's why they know they can come into the so-called black community and do anything they want because it's not protected. Fathers don't exist. Men don't exist. The only thing that exists is slaves. And a slave cannot be a father. If you're angry, if you're upset, you need to go somewhere where they can give you a baby bottle. I don't give grown men baby bottles here. We have to keep it real so that we can grow and be real in ours. I want to earn. When you call me a man, when you call me a father, I have earned it. Not because somebody simply said, that's what I am. No, I've earned it. I've earned my stripes. I've earned my medal. When I tell you, damn it, I'm a father, that's what I am. Matter of fact, I don't have to tell you. You're going to know. Easy or the hard way. Makes no difference to me. The black man being a father is farther from the truth. With that said, I have a classic video that I'm premiering right after this. Y'all can check that out. A Father's Day message to the true black revolutionary. An Angel Snub Nub 7 classic coming on, premiering right after I get off this live. Thank you for listening, y'all. I just wanted to get that right off my shoulder because we tripping. We very delusional. The black man is still in a slave condition. A slave cannot be a father. As simple as that. Thank y'all, Brother Corey, Asada, Harold in the chat room. Thank you for joining me. Thanks for those who will listen to this video later on. And Facebook, you know I've been blocked on Facebook for a month. So it's going to be a little while before this video makes it to Facebook. But in the meantime, Massa, the white man, the racist pink man, gave you this day to celebrate father. Even though we're not really fathers and men, enjoy the company. Enjoy your father, your daddy, and your sons. Let's enjoy ourselves. But we have a long way to go, and you don't have all the time in the world. It's simple as that. We are in a slave-like condition, and we need to get out of this. Easier said than done. But we're not even trying. So on that note, as Don Cornelius always say, as important, I wish us love, peace, and so till next time, y'all.